So this will just be another short video. And I don't know if I'll get it out tonight or not. It's going to be short and late if I do. I wanted to push this hillside back, okay? It's okay. Biggest mistake I made to begin with was using too small a brush. This one's the same size, but it's worn out a little bit, so it's splayed. It's going to hold more paint, and I'm going to use that to go over this because I have too much detail. Okay, now I did not intend my first attempt in here to be finished. This is not alla prima. This is just setting in the colors and trying to gauge what's important and what's not. I left a bit of a line here, erased it here. I'll do what's necessary as I keep working on this hillside. But for the time being, I've been using cobalt blue and burnt sienna and white as my colors back here. I need to make that a little more interesting. Now, because I have so much raw umber in the painting already, I'm gonna just add a little bit of that into that hill. And I think, as I mentioned, I'm going to get a little bit purple in a couple of spots here. So we'll see. Anyway, what I'm going to do is throw a little bit of yellow ochre in spots to warm it up. It's very cold, it's too cold. So, a bit of a test pattern here. Might even add a little white. Allow the sun maybe to be catching the odd spot. Haven't decided yet. But I'm not going to worry about what it is. I'm going to worry about how it looks. I'm not thrilled with this tree either, but whatever. It's just, you work things as you go along, eh? It's just how it goes, eh? You know what I mean, eh? It's about the painting. It's about the painting. Okay, that's going a little bit burnt sienna-ish. Let's bring our blue back a little bit. And let's also raise our value a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, raising the value towards the bottom. I like that. I like that. Raising the chroma a little bit as well. Not too much. But a tad. Just a tad. Okay, that's a bit of an improvement. I know I'm adding these brush strokes fairly quickly, but for the sake of illustration, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to play on it and tidy it up a little bit later. Sorry, am I mumbling or whispering? I tend to do that sometimes. In years gone by, I've been all through these hills and the foreground on motorcycle. Why, when I was a young feller, I did all kinds of things. Okay, I'll spare you. I'll spare you from any more of that baloney. Okay, so it's not too intense. It's not, the lines are you know, there aren't any really hard lines. But there is a bit of design back there. Something that I think is needed. Bit of variety of color. You know, we've raised the values so that this is now more offset. This is beginning to come into its own. It's becoming quite strong. That's impressionistic. It's a little bit stylized. I like that. I tend to do that quite a bit. These two little areas I'm going to play with probably a little raw umber, a little cobalt blue, and a little alizarin crimson, because as I mentioned, I'd like to introduce a bit of mauve in here. Just a bit. Don't expect them to go purple. They're not going to. But just a hint of mauve, a hint of purple. And then as we come over here, that'll get stronger. And that purple would turn into a very warm purple. And actually, ultimately, probably there will be some shots of straight burnt sienna or yellow ochre and alizarin crimson and a bit of white to really catch the light here. Anyway, like I said, short and sweet and late. So next time we talk, you will see this area finished. And what I'll do, because the plane from here on in changes quite a bit, I will also have just this streak of water painted in. Okay. Have a good night, guys.